to unravel. I'm not sure that is even the business of the committee, But I'm kind of surprised that I keep hearing we picked intelligence, we had intelligence. Yet that kind of intelligence could not lead the authorities to put in measures to prevent the rioting and the clash. Because one of the benefits or key benefits of intelligence is to avert or prevent something. So if we keep hearing that we picked intelligence, we had intelligence, what did we do with intelligence? If you had intelligence that people were going to riot, I mean, you obviously should have put in place measures to prevent what occurred. Because even without the intelligence, so to speak, I mean, even common sense will tell you that if you look at the advocacy of the deceased and you look at the circumstances surrounding his death, common sense should even tell you that you should expect something like this. Because from the reports we've had, they went to bury him, and from the burial, obviously agitated, because it's tried knowledge that the guy was murdered. So it's not as if he died of natural causes or he was involved in an accident. He was murdered. And so obviously the guys will be enraged. And the intelligence should have told them that, look, they're going to bury the guy. And the thing with the Muslim burial is that it's in the heat of the emotion and everything. It has to be done immediately. So unlike as where perhaps the thing will be, the corpse will be put in the morgue for weeks and sometimes months. And within that period, there could be a lot of healing and tapering down of emotions and all that. In their case, within 24 hours. So it's in the heat of the moment with the emotions high up and everything. And so you'd realize that from the burial, we're told that they marched straight to the police station to demand for answers with respect to what has happened to those who perpetrated that crime. And that is where everything started. And so my question is, those who picked the intelligence, what did they do with it? And why are people who said they picked intelligence and had intelligence still remain in office and still have the nerves to appear on TV and tell us all the manner of things that they are telling us? I think that I'll still wait for the committee to finish its work and see what they intend to speak about this. One other thing that worries me, Samson, is that, look, we've watched footages of this thing. For the life of me, I cannot appreciate how what we saw was beyond the capabilities of the police in the Ashanti region. Because if what we saw was actually beyond the capabilities of the police in the Ashanti region, then we have no police. To be honest with you, what is it that we saw? That we are saying that the police in the region could not deal with it. We had to call in the military to come and handle what we saw. You see, there's a certain level of flippancy with which civilian authorities call in the military. The issue of the parliamentary invasion and all that. There's a certain level of flippancy with which civilian authorities bring in the military. And I think that is something that we ought to question. Now, in terms of the testimony before the commission, I would leave the commission to do their deduction, to determine what they want to place weight on and what they do not want to place some weight on. However, I've been a bit disturbed with the line of questioning and some of the commentary from the members of the commission. And I think that they ought to watch it. I mean, I should think that by now they should be watching a playback of their sessions. I mean, to ask themselves whether they are not even getting too carried away and all that. Because some of the line of questioning and some of the commentary, I think, are not that good. I listened to Erastus, speak about his encounter with the committee and the use of video footages that he provided. why they decided to choose the one that had captions on and not the raw footages, and decided to take him on those things and all that is an issue. And if you listen to him and the City TV journalists as well, you realize that they are not even comfortable with the work of the committee, and they suspect that perhaps the committee has a certain agenda. Worst of all is the report, and of course the statement by the family of Kaka, that they do not believe that, looking at what the committee has done so far, the committee is actually interested in unraveling the truth. And for that reason, they will not be a part of it. I think that that will be a big blow. And I think that any assurances that can be given to them, I think it's not too late. The committee has asked for 1 week. I'm sure they'll be given the 1 week. But I think that any way that they can be assured, to come back and assist the committee would be very, very good. I think that this committee finishing its work without their input would greatly affect the committee. That would be
so a number of